Hi, Dr. Shakib here from Irvine Spine and Wellness Center, your Irvine Chiropractic office. Today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of working out at the gym, but to avoid shoulder injuries. So in this video, I'm using Desiree as my model, explaining some very basic facts you need to keep in mind. The number one thing, going to the gym is a wonderful thing. It's a good, healthy habit to have. However, if your joints are not in the right place, and I'm going to explain to you what that means. Loading up on a joint that is not in its own place, in the right location within the joint, is going to actually cause issues. Shoulder injuries are very common in my practice when it comes to people working out and unfortunately hurting themselves. So you got to understand the basic anatomy. The shoulder joint right here is a ball inside a socket. And it needs to be centrated, meaning it needs to be centrally located within the socket. So go ahead and roll your shoulders forward. If you're sitting behind a desk and you're in a forward posture, which most of our people these days have, and this is the location of your shoulder joint and compared to the rest of your body, instead of it being nice and flat, it's rolled forward. Now this ball is in the forward part, in the front part of your socket. So now go ahead and roll your shoulders forward, and now let's talk about, let's say, something like shoulder press, overhead press. So if you're having both your arms up and you're rolling both of these up, so if the ball is in front of the socket and you have a weight and you've added load here, now the muscles that are supporting this joint are at a disadvantage. When they're at a disadvantage, they're simply not going to be able to perform like they would optimally perform. The most common injury as far as the rotator cuff muscles that I see in my practice is what's called supraspinatus. Very commonly injured. You don't really even have to lift heavy weight to actually tear it. So the way we approach this for the rehab purposes, for preventative purposes, has to do with brain-based neurology and posture, where your brain sends the command to your body to be in an upright, proper position. And we also rehabilitate or strengthen the weak muscles using developmental kinesiology. You have to understand it's all about positioning. If you give the brain the command to do 2 reps of 10, it will give you 2 reps of 10 at any cost. The cost can be very damaging and long lasting. So you have to understand the proper way of doing movement is something you're born with, just like those apps on your phone. You may get rid of your phone, you may erase all the contents, but certain apps are inherent to your phone. Movement, the understanding of what muscle does what, is inherent to you. You don't have to think about it, just like blinking is. You don't think about blinking. So keep that in mind. This is why one approach to your problem is not going to fix it. Chiropractic works great. Physical therapy is great. But by themselves, they're just not going to do the job efficiently. This is why in our practice, we incorporate chiropractic, brain-based neurology and posture, which has to do with your brain, specifically with regards to posture, and developmental kinesiology. Check out our website. Let us know if you have any questions. We'll be more than glad to answer your questions. Thanks for watching.